What up, everybody? And welcome to the Scotty and Stowe Show. I'm Scotty,
What's up, everybody? I'm Stoey.
and we are sponsored for sure this week by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. Thanks for the wings and beers. How's Stowe?
I'm awesome. Everybody hit that like button if you're excited for the AFC and NFC South preview we got going on this show. We are going to breeze through some MLB and probably some NASCAR. Scotty, take it away. Where should we begin?
And hit the subscribe button if you would like the microphone. Stay
Well, I can't hear you.
You know what? Let's start with NASCAR because
Should we apologize to everyone last week that I thought the race was in like Darlington and it was really not?
well,
Sorry,
we
y'all.
got so excited about the Busher Reddick thing. And you
Forgot to double
said
check.
Darlington, and then we just went instantly into the whole confrontation between Busher and Reddick.
See, if we had that stat guy, they'd have double checked that one for us.
We don't have a stat guy anymore. Remember, we got budget cut.
That's right. We have to use the AI now, which is so impossible to use.
Right. Well, we can't because we're doing the show, so there's no way we can stop because the show is completely live, and we just tape from beginning to end, and then we send it out to the public. So it's impossible to get stat guy unless we got a whole team of people here working with us, and then we have to like pan the camera to them. We need more cameras, and that's not going to happen.
We'll work on that.
We'll get there.
Yeah. I'll just buy another cell phone or something. It'll be fine.
Right. Put it on one of those things with the light in the middle of it or around it.
All right. So that was our apology. Go.
What was our apology? Go. Listen, Watkins Glen is like, for me, it's, if you watch NASCAR for the last 30 years, as I have, you have the Sonoma race, which I love because it's down the street. And then you have Watkins Glen. And that was what I thought was one of the better road courses with the chicanes and the long speed and the long straightaways. You know what I mean? It's one of my coming into the last straightaway get to the checker flag. I think that's one of the best road courses, like one of the best spots on the whole racetrack that NASCAR had at the time. Now we got Chicago. Now we got, now we got in the
I
middle
love Chicago.
Now we got the middle of Chicago. Now we got the middle of streets and like real road courses like it would be in Formula 1 or something like that. But I said a long time ago I became a Reddick fan because of how he drove road courses, and I have truly not seen Reddick in a road course for the last
I don't know what he's doing.
2 years. I mean, like last year, like was his like fainting away or like flickering away from road courses, and this year, I haven't seen him. I haven't him getting top 10 this week for me was like, when did that happen? Because he was pretty much 20th the whole time. So, Busher at least was there in the race.
Yeah, number 3 finish. So my points are secure. Just have to, hope we don't get any new time winners, which we didn't this week because obviously the greatest road course driver of all time won, right? Who's that?
Shane Van Gisbergen is the greatest road course driver of all time. And I still want to say Jeff Gordon. And I'm going to hold on to the fact that Jeff Gordon is still the greatest race car driver and road course driver of all time. But it's getting kind of impressive.
Yeah, this guy's doing things. He's doing things for sure.
When it comes to driving in a road course, Jeff, it's okay, buddy. Hold on. When it comes to driving in a road course, I would have to say that this is the most impressive run of road course racing that I've ever seen in a professional race association.
Yeah, props to him, man. Props
to him. Well, I mean, we're talking about any little thing could happen at any little time, but yet this guy has dominated every race. I mean, like he was in second for the Watkins Glen race in the beginning for like the first 40 or 50 laps, and the whole time you knew he was just going to win the race. I mean, it was like, go Blaney, woo-hoo, but
Dun,
like
dun,
2.3 seconds
dun,
behind
dun,
you
dun,
is the greatest road
dun,
course racer of all time. Yeah, right. I mean, like da dun
dun.
da dun
Nice. And I'm gonna.
da dun
Well,
da
that's
dun da
fantastic.
dun.
Good news for everybody, right? You clinched, I believe. Busher did well in points. Van Ginsberger is the greatest of all time. And now we move to A, Richmond, or B, Daytona.
It's got to be Richmond.
Yeah, it's got to be Richmond.
It's got to be Richmond.
Yeah,
Daytona would be in the last 10 races because it would be something to we've already Daytona's the first race and the halfway race. So I already know that it's not any more races of Daytona. So we have the first race of the year, the Daytona 500, and then we have like what I used to call the Pepsi Cola 400. That's like the halfway race.
right.
So all the Daytona races are done. There's probably a Talladega race to come. I know there is. It's in October. And so yeah, you would be okay if I win this week because I've already clinched on points.
You can win. It's a Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin kind of race, so they can win. That's fine with me.
It's not a Kyle Busch kind of race. Don't say that name. You don't want to
He's
hear
won.
that name.
He's won 6 times. Has he
He
not won
hasn't
this
won
year?
this year though.
Well, actually, well, Kyle Busch won everything 6 times like 5 years ago.
Kyle Busch at one point in time was the greatest race car driver of all time because he
Right, right, right.
just
Yeah.
swept every week.
I don't think any of those wins are lately. So we'll just say we're Denny Hamlin fans then.
Yeah, we're totally Denny Hamlin. Well, apparently I'm anybody's fan because I don't care because
No, you're
I,
fine.
I clinched on points. I told you, just get me to 16 and we'll win 5 races in the next 10 races.
That's
That's
the
all
plan.
we just had to struggle to get there, and then 16th goes to first, and because 16th is fourth right now. I mean, that's
Doesn't make
where
any sense.
I'm like third or fourth in points. I'm one of the best race car drivers in NASCAR. Yet because of this weird win thing, I can't. I'm not really in the playoffs, but now I finally am.
It's
And
the true definition. If you're not first, you're last.
it's a true definition. If you're not first, you're last. Because if I don't I'm fourth and I'm going to be last soon. Like instantly go to last. I mean, like, all right, good year, Tyler. You're last.
Good
Well, so,
times. Good times.
right. Apparently not good times in the MLB for the LA Dodgers because we are apparently now tied with the San Diego Padres, who, when I last talked to you, on a camera, I'm pretty sure you said like 5 game lead. So what has happened in the world of baseball?
Well, I must say that the Giants are not doing you any favors by getting beat consistently by the Padres. So yeah, we lost a couple to the Padres. We got like beat by the Nationals. The Giants are definitely in bring up everyone from the minor leagues that has multiple options just to give them a look. We are still, only 4 games behind the Mets. But yeah, we allowed the Padres to win a bunch of games. You apparently just lost to the Angels, which is never a good thing.
No, no.
So yeah, so that's what's going on with that.
The Angels have been a bum organization for the last 20 years. So losing to the Angels is an embarrassment, especially if you're
Kinda,
the
yeah.
Los Angeles Dodgers. But, the stadiums are pretty close when you look at it geographically. You know what I mean? Like, or you know what I mean? Like the Dodger Stadium and the
Sure. Which has what kind of relevance? Is my next
Well, I
question.
mean, just fans wise, you can get like it just there can be a rivalry, just like the Giants and the or the Niners and the Raiders. There's nothing doesn't matter. One's in the AFC, one's in the NFC. Nobody cares. But when the stadiums got filled with the people in there, it's a different energy. You know what I mean? More,
Sure.
yeah, you know what I mean. So
I'll give
Anaheim,
you that, but I don't think it's a thing between those two teams.
no, it's got to be between fans and people because they all have to live next to each other all the
Well, but
time.
it's Anaheim, which is way up there, and you know,
Still close enough. It's not. I mean,
same
it's not
TV market, I
Niners.
guess. Same TV market.
It's got to be.
All right.
So, I
No
mean,
more
I can
excuses
see a
though. You guys
loss
have
to
to start
that
winning.
team, but we should not lose to that team. They suck.
Yeah. So anyway, NFC West is getting interesting, is what you're saying.
Not anymore. I'm saying it's ridiculous. But you said there's 43 games left.
Plenty of time. Oh yeah.
So we could have a 7 game lead at the end of the year.
Yeah, exactly. I did want to ask you one question. Two hottest teams in baseball. One won 1-0 and added multiple bats during the trade deadline, and the other just beat Paul Skeens 14-1 and did nothing during the trade deadline. The latter is Seattle Mariners, the former the Brewers, or I think I got that backwards, but you know what I'm saying.
You did,
Either of
because
those
the Brewers
teams
were
interest
hot the whole
you?
time.
Brewers won 11 in a row. Mariners an 8 out of 9, I think. Either one of those teams interests you as potential Major League
The
Baseball champ?
Brewers going to the World Series against whoever the Brewers have been hot for the last 2 months.
Could be the Mariners at this point.
Brewers Mariners. We're calling it now, apparently. No, I listen, I work the Brewers, we talked about the Dodgers had a losing streak like 3 weeks ago or so. And the Brewers were the team that was like like 0-3. We just lost. We just like all 3 games. It was like, oh shit. Pay attention to that one series, is what I said. I said
Yeah.
you need that's the series you need to care about, because that's the team you might see eventually in the playoffs. And they had no problem beating us in all 3 games. So I was like, oh, I mean, I know we like in that same like losing streak, we lost to Houston. So I was like, whatever. We always kind of like fucking lose to Houston. But that 0-3 to the Brewers, I was like, yeah, it's something to pay attention to.
Yeah,
It's
no, they're going about it different ways, but I think they're both on track to like. I mean, obviously their hottest team is baseball. 40 games left, things could change. But when you look at the other teams, you find major flaws. And with
yes.
with Seattle, with Seattle now they added the two power bats. You see very few flaws on that team anymore.
You can steal
Uh,
bases.
Milwaukee, if you look at their team, it's full players that have positive WARs. They might not be household names yet, but they're doing things to make the team win. So,
Yeah. So yeah.
and
I
then I just had a one more thing for
We
Derek.
just
If you
called
could
the
do
World Series Mariners Brewers. You know that, right?
that, sounds good, man. I like
I
it.
like that. I like that sexy. Nobody else is saying Mariners Brewers. I know that right now. Not one person. Subscribe if the Mariner and Brewers end up in the World Series, you automatically just have to go find the show and subscribe. That's all I have to say.
Nice. And now's where I want you to do the Jaws theme, and I go, "Hey, Detroit Tigers, how much is your lead now?
Dun dun
5.5
dun
games. Here
dun
come the Guardians."
dun 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 dun.
Fish can't swim. Or I mean, no, Tigers can't
Dun,
swim.
dun, dun, dun.
So yeah, watch out, Tigers. Here comes Cleveland. And that's
Oh, we
pretty much
said
the.
Cleveland was going to win the division in the beginning of the year, right?
Oh yeah.
With the Tigers being second,
Yep.
and the Tigers. Let me ask you a question. If the Tigers go to second, will they not be a wild card team?
I'm 43 games left. Hard to tell right now, but I think they probably would not be.
They couldn't be, because their division doesn't win enough games in the first place, and anybody could lead that division. But if you go to like the East, where the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Ray, you know what I mean? That could be all 3 teams in the playoffs.
I do believe the Indians are multiple games above 500 now, so it's not like a sub 500 team. So, a couple wins here or there, they could easily catch and pass the Yankees and the Texas Rangers, for example.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, baseball's getting fun, but hey, we're getting to football season, and that's what's important.
That's actually all that matters. But
You want to give me
it was nice to talk about NASCAR and Shane and the domination, and not very much baseball. Let's go.
exactly.
Yes.
You want to give me your thoughts on the Packers' first game, as we'll do a little Niners Packers review real quick before we jump into our divisional preview.
Some players shined.
Namely,
That Sorrell guy that we picked up in the 4th round. Lucas Van Ness has been playing very well. That Anthony
he
Bell that
better.
we grabbed in the 2nd round. Jordan Morgan, the 1st round left tackle from last year that we grabbed, he's been playing. He played well. Jordan Love played very well. It just happened to be that Romeo Dobbs dropped 2 passes, and all the other receivers dropped the rest of them. You know what I mean? It was just like, come on, guys, let's not start this. We're the 5th worst catching team in the league thing again.
I mean, since I know Jordan Love's terrible to begin with, like to have him lose confidence in his receivers is not a great thing.
And the kid from Colorado, that Shepherd kid,
No,
he was like receiver of the day. He's like 2 passes thrown, 2 passes caught, 20 yards. And
that's
everybody
all I
else was
need.
like 5 passes thrown, 0 passes caught. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Golden came out, one slant, strong hands, pulled the ball in over the cornerback, didn't give a shit, took him out and said, that's all we wanted to see, that somebody could catch the ball. Go
He
sit
looked like
down.
a little Terrell Owens there, or what?
How about how about Terrell Owens? He's so little, he's so much faster than Terrell Owens. What was Terrell? 4.3?
Speed?
Yeah.
No,
4.4?
nah. Yeah, 4.55 probably.
Yeah, because this kid's like 4.29, so it's like different.
So more like Des Bryant-ish.
Yeah, this kid's real fast. He's just strong hands, man. So give me, think of all the receivers with strong hands. I'll start with one, Sterling Sharp. Jerry Rice probably had strong hands. You know what I mean? So when the ball got there, they were the owners of the ball. Apparently, this kid has strong hands, and he runs a 4.29.
Very nice.
And he high points the ball well. So he only had to play one play. He got one catch. They went, good enough, get out. So Jordan Love got injured. He had surgery yesterday or today. He will be out for the remaining of preseason. So that's an interesting little non-throwing hand surgery, but still from the Jets game, but still another injury right away. Brett Favre never got any surgeries.
Not once.
Not one. That guy waited till his career was over and got 100.
He
And
just
then
did
he
a
had,
little cocaine jaw.
yeah, right. And he had a no cocaine
Fine.
job. And from that point on, he had Parkinson's.
Whoops.
Whoops. So maybe good job, Jordan Love, for the future of his life, to get the surgeries now.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I don't know. Packers got the shit kicked out of them well, I'll tell you where we are missing is middle linebacker because they just threw passes over the middle of the field all day long. Now, Quay Walker didn't play, so that's probably a huge reason, but the middle of the field for the Green Bay Packers is completely open and just throw there. So
Yeah, happens.
tight ends are going to be dominant against the Packers. That's all I
I think
know.
you're obviously playing the two deep general defense instead of the one with the extra linebacker.
Yeah, apparently that Isaiah Simmons was playing the spot that should have been covering those people. And that $1.6 million
He is
free
so
agency move we
confusing
made.
or confused. One of the
Yeah,
two.
so maybe he needs to be more like a defensive end linebacker that just blitzes all the time because his apparently all those plays in the first little quarter, he should have been there.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, me too, actually. So that's my Packer
All
talk.
right, yeah, no, I just have a couple points. Obviously, preseason's a big joke. But for the Niners, the good things. Jordan Watkins, rookie receiver, stepped up, made a couple nice plays. Bad news, he got hurt. He'll be out a month. So our receivers are screwed once again. We are inviting anyone. We actually just roll quarters down the streets of busy cities, and whoever gets the quarters first is allowed to come try out to play receiver for us right now. We did have some encouraging news from the offensive line. We had a seventh rounder and an undrafted guy. They had the top two PFF Pro Football Focus player ratings out of that game, I believe, on the offensive side. So anyway, that's always good to have some better offensive linemen. Hopefully, they could push our starters to either be better or replace them. That's about it, really. Last point, our second string offense scored on Denver's first string defense, so that's got to be a positive. Those were all scripted plays, so I was encouraged by that. And our third stringers are way worse than their second stringers, and that's about all I got to say about that game. Move on to whoever we got next, the Raiders or somebody. Bring them on.
What? What's going on?
Nothing, man. We're playing the Raiders next week.
Oh, I heard them
Someone
look like shit. That Gentry kid got his ass kicked.
-1 yards rushing, I believe.
Got his ass kicked.
Nice. If that will
Welcome,
push him down the draft board a little bit, that would be fine with me.
welcome to the pros, big dog.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Welcome
you're
to
not
the
playing,
pros.
not playing against Boise A&M anymore.
I heard he wasn't standing up behind the offensive line anymore either.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he learns.
Let's see if he learns. All right, let's go. AFC.
Preview.
No, let's do NFC South. Let's start. Go. Winners is
The NFC South, I think you have to start with Baker Mayfield because I think he's just
he's
sitting
the
around
nacho
licking his
making
chops.
machine.
He's just licking his chops, ready to go after all these secondaries in the NFC South. So let's start with Tampa Bay. And can you tell me any reason why they wouldn't be the champions of this division?
Well, since they drafted the offensive rookie of the year in Mbuka.
Boo Buckeyes.
Boo Buckeyes. Go Buckeyes.
I'm gonna clip that one. Just make you repeat stuff.
And the fact that Mike Evans is going for like his, I don't know, record-breaking 1,000-yard season.
Trying to pass Jerry Rice in most 1,000-yard seasons in a row. Yeah.
The fact that Baker Mayfield would love to be a part of that journey. The fact that Baker Mayfield, as much as we have done what we've done when we talk about Baker Mayfield, he has only
Yeah.
become one of the best quarterbacks in NFL.
Consistently as well.
Consistently.
Or
At a
that's
high
what he
level.
drove mad.
Yeah, at a high level. He got out of Cleveland and he's got to be the only quarterback to ever leave Cleveland and become a pro quarterback. Starter. Name one other one.
I don't want to guess.
You can't.
Jimmy Clausen was a Niners backup for a couple years.
I'm talking about starting quarterback on a team going to playoff games.
I didn't research that now. No.
That guy. See, we already talked about this. We have no that guy.
Bernie Kosar.
So no, I like the defense. It's got to be one of the top 4 defenses in that division. Oh no, probably number 1.
Yeah, let's see that division. Probably the best one.
You're bringing back, the running back could be the fantasy steal of this year in Bucky.
As he was last year.
As he was last year, he could still, if you take him in the second or third this year, you still might get the second or third best running back in the league.
I don't doubt that.
So what's not to like about Tampa Bay in a division of teams truly like every other team in this division is rebuilding other than the
All right, so the lack of their offensive or the fact that their offensive coordinator moved to Jacksonville, no big deal.
I think it's a big deal in the division we're going to talk about next on this same show.
There you go. All right, so we both
Because
agreed. Okay, number 1.
I think the Bucks have it all. I think Baker Mayfield doesn't need any. I think Baker Mayfield's going to run the Baker Mayfield offense. I don't think he gives a shit about. It's been 8 of them. He's had 8 of them. You don't think
Literally
Baker just goes out there with his hand and goes, "Hey, you go left, you go like slant
backyard
out."
Baker, baby.
I'm gonna
Right.
Bucky. I'm gonna fake to you, and then you go up and then out.
Right. So
Yeah, right.
yeah.
He just does it on his hand like he's a kid.
MVP
MVP.
Baker Mayfield this year. Possible? I think
We're calling the Brewers and the Mariners and the Baker Mayfield MVP season.
It's a big day for predictions today.
This is a big day for predictions. Everybody should subscribe to anything we do.
That's right.
If we get any of these right, next year we should have 20 million followers. Tell us the lottery numbers next. 14, 72.
Good numbers.
Good numbers.
All right, so we start at the top. We'll go to the bottom now because I feel like the top and the bottom are pretty cemented. We both agree that the worst team in the league needs a divine intervention to have a good season.
Now I do.
Wordplay.
Well, I believe they're going to we're talking about the Saints, right? So everybody knows.
That is correct.
All right.
Nolans.
So now I believe truly, although they took a quarterback I believe they're just searching for the second coming of Manning. What was that old guy that used to play for them?
Ooh, they're going from Archie to Arch?
Okay, so I believe,
Like Coming to America, but the Archie Manning version.
right. Yeah. So I believe, yeah, if you can put that in, yeah,
Okay,
okay.
sorry. My bad.
I believe that, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this kid shows up. You got Olave. Kamara's getting old. I didn't see them improve anywhere really a lot because instead of taking not that quarterback, you could have taken a position that was, you know,
I mean, it's a year later, and the thing that I have on my paper as the coolest thing is they still have Kool-Aid and McKinstry. Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. I love Kool-Aid. Hey, listen, go Bama. Roll Tide
You know what I'm
all day
saying?
long. I'm just saying I didn't see much of a change other than the fact that they might be a 2 or 3 win team
Yeah, Kellen Moore has a tough road ahead, I believe.
until he gets Arch Manning.
Then he's
I hope
golden.
he takes his grandpa's number. What was it, 16 or 19? I believe it was like a one something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I hope he takes it.
Well, I
Like,
mean, was it 18 just like Peyton, or was it not?
no, I don't think it was. I think it was like 16 or 19. It
Fair.
was it was not 8. Well, it could have been 18. I mean, but I think Peyton would want to set his own. We love Peyton.
Love Peyton.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. When I look at the Saints, might be one of the worst teams in I mean, Spencer Rattler or the rookie you drafted this year. That's your chances of
Tyler Shook. Aw, shucks.
oh shucks.
We're gonna do a
So
lot of that this year. What happened to that interception? Tyler Shook.
Tyler sucks.
So yeah, all
Somewhere,
right.
somewhere that's a South Park episode for some odd reason. I don't know why.
Nice. I'll see if I can sell that to him real quick for
Kitty
but they
walk.
what they got plenty of money, right?
They do.
They should.
Tyler shucks.
Nice. I can see it. I'll let them run with it. I'll just give them the
Yeah,
idea.
let
They
them
can
go
send
with
me
it.
like
You and I are
100 bucks.
idiots. All right. That just give us $100. That's your thing. $100. You know what? If
100
Sunday
bucks a
rolls
pound.
around and you get $100 and then South Park gives you $100, you can be getting $200 a month
Shit.
for
Brilliant.
signing 2 pieces of paper. Not a bad deal. You should do that all the time.
Yeah,
And
man.
become a 5-iron driving range coach.
Nice. Yeah, pizza boat driver. I get lots of dreams.
Jesus Christ, you do have lots of dreams. They sound like simple dreams, actually.
Yeah,
Actually,
some could be
no, it's not
some could
true.
be complicated.
The food truck was complicated. That sounds like tough. That sounds the
I
boat.
can do the driving stuff off the boat though, as long as the balls are biodegradable.
No,
Super
well,
green, my golf range is.
yeah.
All right. So next question. I mean, we got Atlanta and Carolina. Which one of those two teams do you believe will, I guess, I don't know, maybe not challenge, but finish closest to Tampa Bay?
Um. Well, Atlanta. I do believe I have a lot more faith in what Atlanta has in front of Michael Penix than I do the Panthers have in front. Or although I am excited about the rookie receiver they took. But
Carolina's rookie receiver, yeah.
yeah. But I don't know. I think between Bijan Robinson and London and Pitts and an offensive line that's decent.
Raheem Morris is what, third year there now? So we got
Yeah,
some
yeah,
cohesion
he's a
and
good
like
coach. So I believe in that offense and that scheme and that owner more than I believe in the Carolina Panthers owner and that scheme and the situation that's there. There's
good
not a
old Dave
lot for that
Canales.
kid. But at the end of the year, they played very well. And Chuba Hubbard is probably still a value pick in the 6th or 7th round.
Somehow, yeah, that guy just gets his five
So
yards of carry.
yeah,
Impressive, kind of.
I think he might be involved in the pass game a little more this year, actually, because I think they're going to let this kid open up the game a little bit. You know what I mean?
Their two main receivers are definitely downfield threats. So, I mean, the defense will
Be pushed
sag
back a
back, I'm
little.
assuming, a little bit with Leggett
And
and
and you
Pettis.
and you need Chuba Hubbard to go play action because you want to pretend to hand off to Chuba Hubbard.
Sure.
And then he might be open for like a little quick screen and
Chubba Hubba. I love good old Chubba Hubba.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean,
No,
but
I
at the
think
same time, I think the Falcons have put together something. They they did exactly what they needed to do. They went like 5 draft picks in a row on defense because their defense was truly horrific
yes, added edge rushers by the buttload.
by the buttload.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I don't know. I think Atlanta challenges the Bucks more than anybody else in that division.
no doubt. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's Atlanta is built for now, except for their quarterback. So it all depends on Penix. And Carolina, well, their defense is years away, and their offense is probably a year away also. So
Well, hold on. You say that. Let's rewind the tape a little bit. It depends on Penix. It does not have to. The backup quarterback is Kirk Cousins. If the defense is holding people to under 10 or 12 or 15 or 18 points, Kirk Cousins can put up 21. So, I mean, does it really depend on Michael Penix when Kirk Cousins is the backup who has not been traded, who has not, nobody wanted? That's got to be chippy on your shoulder.
how short's the leash then? If you think that that's a possibility, like, is it enough to make Michael Penix nervous about doing his job now
Oh
that
yeah,
he's
it
looking over
should
his
be. It
shoulder?
should make Michael Penix very nervous because nobody wanted to trade for Kirk Cousins. So I'm pretty sure that chip on his shoulder is fucking gigantic. The fact that New Orleans didn't want, they went with Shooks. You know what I mean? And they, how many hmms are out there? You know what I mean? A lot of people made different choices. Cam Ward, I don't know. I don't know about Cam Ward, but I'm just saying that. I mean, Michael Penix Jr.'s lease is short.
Fair enough. I mean, this is Cousins' last year probably ever, right?
It's got to be pretty close to his last year ever.
So why not? Why not use a little bit of that? I suppose. I don't know. I didn't see it coming. I have faith in Michael Penix.
So do I completely. I'm
Finish
just
second.
saying though, don't forget who's on the bench. The guy who has started for the last 11 or 12 years and has had a lot of success. It's obvious by the fact that he keeps getting 3-year, $200 million contracts.
Fair.
I'm just saying. All right, let's go to the South.
Let's do it.
You want to go from the top, bottom up again?
Yeah, I think so. I think the top's super easy in this one. D'Amico Ryans and his
And the Jaguars. Oh, I mean,
the
and the Texans. I'm sorry. Texans. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, I know you still are a big believer in Trevor Lawrence, but
Huge.
I believe the Texans with their Buckeye quarterback and their defense will be plenty to win this division. Nick Chubb might even score like 10 touchdowns. Who knows? There's no linebackers in this division except on Houston, so
Nick. Actually, the only thing I had for the Texans was the addition of Nick Chubbs. Really thought that was a really good addition. I
it's a it's an addition. Between him and Mixon, they're both old and good, so that
well,
can't be a
Chubbs isn't
terrible
as
thing.
old as Mixon, right? Chubbs has got to be 28, coming
Yeah,
off
but Chubb's
ACL.
had both legs broken in half 3 times. So I don't think his age is not the issue.
No, it's not this. It's definitely not his age.
No.
No, I think if you get Nick Chubbs to come back in a healthy way, I think that's definitely that guy's when healthy. He's a fantastic running back.
Yeah. I mean, shut down corners on defense and one of the better pass rushers in the league and Will Anderson. I think CJ Stroud can just be average and win this division fairly easily.
Nice. He could definitely be average to win this. I still am not giving up hope. So I think you got to be a little above average.
Oh,
To
you
win this.
think Trevor Lawrence is going to lead the Jaguars to the promised land one of these years, baby?
I still have faith in the kid that's been winning championships since he was a little boy. Yeah, I do. I still think that. But, listen, right now we're talking about Texans, and then we're going to go talk about who we think is at the bottom of this division. I
Fair
do
enough.
believe the Texans will win. Traded away Tunsil, which I thought was weird because you think offensive line is the number one position. Then they went out and drafted a replacement for Tunsil. So apparently they saw something we all didn't see because we all thought Larry Tunsil was probably one of the better left tackles in the league. And if you have that,
At
usually
current
most
value, yes.
yeah, usually you just hold on to that. You know what I mean? And not take the chance or the risk to try to replace Larry Tunsil in the draft.
right?
But when Larry
It was like a
Tunsil's
3-for-1 deal. I think they signed a couple guys and drafted a guy with Tunsil's money, so they just spread it around instead of like the Niners were like, we'll take Trent Williams and 4 schmucks. They're like, you know what? We'll take 3 good guys and 2 schmucks,
and then we'll draft one. We'll see how
and we'll
that
draft the
drafting
guy,
goes.
and hopefully he won't be a
A schmuck.
schmuck.
So I don't know. But I mean, yeah, I still have Texans at number one.
Me
Their
too.
defense, their cornerbacks are really good. They shut down. Yeah.
Yeah, their linebackers are great. Their
Yeah.
cornerbacks are great. They got
Yeah.
Will Anderson. They got Daniel Hunter. I mean,
Yeah, right. They got Will Anderson and Daniel Hunter on the other side.
yeah,
Yeah, their
they're
defense
pretty
is pretty good actually. And they got a defensive minded coach. So it's like, good luck scoring against that team. Yeah, so I agree. The rest of the team's not that good. So
yeah.
I got the Titans at the bottom of my list. I don't know who you have at the bottom of your list.
We differ here. I have the Colts because I don't think Danny Dimes or Anthony Richardson is the answer there. I just they have less linebackers than the rest of the guys in this league. I don't think they're going to be able to stop the run at all, and I don't think they'll be able to. I don't know. You're right. It's interesting, but I got the Colts in the bottom.
I think the Texans are a little farther behind the Colts.
Texans.
Or Titans, sorry. I think the Titans are a little bit behind the Colts. I think with Jonathan Taylor, Colts got a decent offensive line. I think
True.
Danny Dimes is going to play lights out as a starting
Right. He's not
quarterback.
as bad as butt fumbling and stuff like that.
No, no, no. I think Danny Dimes in the right situation is probably a decent quarterback since he can throw the ball and he runs the ball. I mean, I know Anthony Richardson's might be faster, but Danny Dimes doesn't want to take any plays off either. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like
Yeah, I'll take the guy that wants to be in there and give
yeah, I'll
up a
take the
point
guy who
one
wants
on
to
the
play the
40.
whole time and run every play. I think Danny Dimes in the right situation beats out Anthony Richardson because Anthony Richardson's mindset when he comes to the practice is, well, when I'm tired, I'm going to take time off. And when Danny Dimes is tired, he just gets in the huddle and breathes the play out heavily. You know what I mean? So
All
it's like,
right, big fantasy question. Since it's Shane Steichen, right, the Eagles guy,
mhm.
does Danny Dimes become fantasy valuable running the tush push in Indianapolis? Or is that only because the Eagles offensive line was the most ridiculous offensive line?
You know, when you say fantasy wise, I just don't know one other time you start Danny Dimes, but to hope on a tush push touchdown. So I just
So
that's
probably
like
not much of a difference.
that's like 12 points.
Fair.
I mean, Jordan Love's going to get you 25, and he's probably not the top 10 quarterback in fantasy.
True.
His
Yeah,
receivers drop
after
the
the
ball,
five
isn't it?
running quarterbacks, they're all the same. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. What do you think? I mean, so I know we did the division last week, but after you seeing Justin Fields in this first game against the Packers, do you put Justin Fields in a draftable fantasy position in a 10 or 12 man league? Ooh,
Oh
big
man,
question.
I was hope you know me. I usually wait till 9 quarterbacks are drafted, then I draft like the 10th and 11th best
I'm
one. I
gonna
was
go
hoping he
best
would.
available player to the 11th round and then draft my quarterback.
Yeah, I was hoping Justin Fields would be there at like 10th or whatever,
Me too.
because then I'd take him and Purdy or him and Stafford or whatever.
Him and Mayfield.
I think Baker better be gone by then. He better be like
I
sixth
don't think
quarterback off the
you
board.
think he'll be a starting quarterback for anybody in fantasy? I don't think
Yeah, boy, I do.
so.
He will be mine. He'll be mine if no one else takes him.
You're waiting till round 10, 11, 12. I'm not saying that. I'm saying in a normal 10-man league, do you think Baker Mayfield would be a top 10 picked quarterback? That
Yeah.
doesn't make him a starter because you wanted to get best available, best available, best available. Oh, I'll take Baker Mayfield in the 14th. Starting quarterback.
Right. Yes.
Yes, I agree. I would do that too. I'm just asking you if would you take him within the top 10 quarterbacks in fantasy? Or would
Yes.
you go best available?
Yes, I'm taking him in the top 10 quarterbacks. He's on my list of top 10. Yeah.
Well, then, I mean, somebody's going to draft a second string quarterback before
We
Baker
went
Mayfield.
way off topic here. Hold on.
I'm sorry. I just
It's all good. You've confused me though now.
all right. Well, totally off
Fair.
topic then.
All right.
All right,
So
so
Titans are last because they have a brand new quarterback and he's not ready for the NFL yet. Is that what's happening here?
I think yeah, I don't think he's ready. I think Danny
Ah.
Dimes is going to dominate the AFC South
And you know what? Better possibility than Cam Ward doing it, probably.
for sure. Their offensive line sucks. They got no running backs. They got Calvin Ridley.
Yeah. And a decent secondary. That's about it. Yeah, I see a
That's
lot of a
yeah,
lot of losses for both these teams.
yeah. No, their secondary is top five in football, but the rest of the team sucks. The line
Right.
sucks. Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley are not going to beat the Colts, the Jags, and the Texans.
It's not the new Montana to Rice.
Not until John Taylor and Roger Craig and Wendell Tyler and you know what I mean. The
The
rest of
rest
the
of the
team
crew
gets there.
shows up. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, come on now. It just can't be two guys. I like where they're going with this. That might be a fantasy connection if you wanted to wait to the 16th, pick up Cam Ward and pick up Ridley in the 10th or 11th or 8th.
There you go.
There you go.
Double points.
Double points. Get Cam Ward spins out of another fucking almost sack and yeah, Calvin Ridley. Sure. On an off week.
All
So
right.
then we
Well,
got
so
the
there is some interesting things then.
so then we got the Jags.
The Jaguars with their terrible Jordan Love like quarterback.
See, I like both those quarterbacks. That's what makes me angry about you.
And I just pray at all times that they're both going to fail.
I know you do. Every time too. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you praise badness on people? I mean,
Just less
I
success.
understand Jordan Love, but why do you pray badness on Trevor Lawrence? Is it because of the hair? I think you're
It
jealous.
might be. He
I
is
think you're
pretty.
trying to get the Trevor Lawrence thing going, but you're afraid to just let it go. Head bandana. You got the Trevor Lawrence top look. You just don't have the hair to follow it.
Yeah. No, it's too much air.
It is a lot of hair.
It's hot here. As you can tell, it's like 90 degrees in my apartment right now.
So I'm going to tell you right now, Travis Hunter will make Trevor Lawrence look just as good as Shador Sanders looked to the rest of the country in college football.
You know what? That I watched Travis Hunter on a couple of his plays, and he was open by like 3, 4 yards every time. He just walks out and does that little, and then he goes this way or that way, and the guy goes, "Oh shit!" Travis Hunter was wide open,
So just like
but
Shador
he's going to get broken.
Sanders got
He'll get
drafted in the
broken.
fifth round, Trevor Lawrence will make the playoffs.
I say he'll be good until they break Travis Hunter in week 3.
No,
Poor little guy's
I
going to
don't
get
know.
crushed out
I
there.
don't think Travis Hunter's ever had a problem. I think that kid's a tough kid. Unless it's a cheap
Fair.
shot and you're not allowed to cheap shot in the pros anymore. You get some college cheap shots, but you don't get pro cheap shots really anymore. Where like
Yeah.
we're just trying to end a guy's career. They don't do end a guy's career shit anymore. College they will, but not in the pros.
No, with Brian Thomas Jr. and Hunter, they're going to be open people if
Yes.
and if yeah.
Brian Thomas Jr. was the only bright spark on the Jaguars last year.
I mean, Christian
NTN
Kirk was
just NTN can't pass the threshold of being a great running back.
nope, and Tank Bigsby probably won't either.
Tank Bixby will not either. So these two running backs, they just don't have that. We are this great. So I don't know.
Yeah, they drafted a fast guy in the 4th round. He's got some name I can't pronounce. We'll see how he does. But yeah, I don't know. I just
I
don't
like their
think
their defense isn't bad.
Armstead, Trayvon Walker. They've got a couple pieces in the secondary. Not super impressive.
Not as bad as the Colts defense.
No, not as bad as the Colts. Not as bad as New Orleans, Carolina, or Atlanta. Or they're probably better than Tampa Bay.
other than the fact that the Titans have like the fifth best cornerbacks in all of football.
Right. It's just Jeffrey Simmons and some cornerbacks for
That's
Tennessee.
it. And the cornerbacks, I mean, the rest of the team sucks on defense. So all these
Right.
teams are rebuilding. The Titans are rebuilding. The Jags have to prove something this year now because the defense is pretty put together pretty well. And they're starting to put a lot of pieces on offense. I think maybe I don't know, the running backs.
It's
Travis
all up to
Etienne.
Trevor Lawrence, man. It's all up to Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, that's
If he can't do it with this group of receivers slash weapons, even Brenton Strange is going to be a nice little fantasy pickup. I think he'll have a good year in Liam Cohen's system.
Is
Remember what? It's like a
what's
better
the,
Kate Otten.
on Jacksonville?
Yeah,
No. Well, where's the other tight end on Jacksonville?
they cut him or they sent him to Pittsburgh or something.
The guy that was just killing it?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. No, Brenton Strange is their number one tight end now.
Wow, because I drafted that guy 2 years in a row for Jacksonville. He did well for me. Gone forever, huh?
At least this year.
Well, no, he's gone forever if he's on Pittsburgh now. He's got Fryermuth, he's got Walker, and he's got the worst quarterback in football. So what the hell's Pittsburgh gonna do? You got any
Nada.
performer? You got any performers of the week there, buddy?
Yeah, man. One of my favorite Pennsylvania turnpike spots. Johnstown, Pennsylvania. They had the Little League World Series, and Reagan Biles pitched every inning and drove in the winning run in the championship game. She is my performer of the week. She rocked it. Go Johnstown. Thought some of my cousins might have been in that,
Is
but
this a
apparently they're
boys? I mean, just like a little league
no
world
ladies. The
softball.
ladies softball.
Go that girl.
Yes.
I after 30 years of watching NASCAR, I have to tell you this is the most impressive road course run I've ever seen in my life. And my performer of the week is Shane Van Gisbergen. Because
Because that shit is dope.
that's pretty impressive to win 4 of any NASCAR circuit. You know what I mean? Like there's short tracks, there's super speedways, there's mile and a quarter. You know what I mean? There's all these different things. And if you can win 4 of any of the, like if you win 4 super speedways in a row, your nuts just touch the ground almost all the time. You know what I mean? Because that's just insane. And that's a lot of luck. So to win 4 of any of your chosen events in a row, shout out to that guy. That's pretty impressive. I never seen anybody do this before. So it's like, well, that's pretty impressive. This guy never, apparently
History
this
in the
guy's not going to
making.
lose any of them.
Imagine he just wins until like 2030. It's every road track.
The team, pal, the team he fucking races for doesn't win any other races. They have no money invested in this. They didn't revolutionize racing like Penske or Hendricks or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just some bum organization trying to keep up.
Well, I
In the
mean, they should
world,
have more money to buy tires now. He's won 4 in a row.
well, he's won 4 road courses in a row. Remember, every time he goes on every other track, he gets 26th. That's the problem. I'm glad you brought this guy in from a road course league, but the only problem is when you go out there and start rubbing fenders with professionals who go 265 and will touch you, and you're like, hey, wait, what? Why'd you touch me? Just wanted to see what you was doing. What's up,
Just to
brother?
check it.
So, yeah, kind of a wasted place in the playoffs. That's what I say. But won 4 of these things in a row. Shout out to that guy. It's pretty impressive.
Indubitably.
What are you excited for next week?
Well, I got my first fantasy draft on Sunday, so I am kind of excited about that. Don't want to let any draft secrets out, but I'm taking Chase Brown in the second round.
All right. Well, all right. Chase Brown, second round. I'm excited for nothing.
Nothing.
NASCAR race, I guess.
A good poop.
Maybe a new car.
All right.
That'd be awesome. That would change my life since I'm driving around on.
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm totally legal.
Just got a bike. I got a bike rack in the back of my car with the legs down or the things down and everything in front of the license plate. So yeah, and maybe a new car.
Hello.
Salute. I'm Scotty.
I'm Stowe. Like and subscribe.
Subscribe and like. You don't have to
Either
do it in
one.
any certain order.